Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, Laura.
And I'm May, and we are joined by Anna Bianco today. She is going to be a special guest on our Hodgepodge episode. We have another one for you guys. We're talking, I'm talking some stuff that is loosely business. There is a man that was on Joe Rogan's podcast recently who just got caught with a body part in his apartment.
I saw that. That is that's a great story. I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm also talking about a man who had snakes in his pants, and not just
not
his
the
penis.
same guy.
Yeah, but not the same guy, different guy. Business related.
Very business related. My stories are, we're going to be talking about Kate Middleton again. Guys, for real though, where is she? If you saw the Photogate that came out today, Royal Palace released an image of her that was 100% AI. So we'll be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about these Colorado ranchers who were manipulating this like weather vane and then killed a guy.
Oh.
So that's something that happened. And then TikTok. Bye. I guess we're getting rid of TikTok apparently. There's
oh my
a bill.
God, I hope so, please.
We're going to be talking a little bit more detail about what this mysterious bill that's going around is, why Biden might be supporting it so much, and what that actually means for the future of the worst fucking app in the world. So, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
Happy.
There's this baby horse on TikTok that I really like. He was born very premature. He was born at 286 days.
Oh no.
Is that how much is horse?
Okay.
How many horse days really?
Well, here's the thing. 320 is their safe date, where it's like fine for them to foal. But I think you're looking for like around 340, and I think it can go a little over that.
Okay.
But 320, they're like gonna be fine. So technically, I think before like 310 is a miscarriage usually.
Oh.
This fella's named Seven.
Oh.
He doesn't have knees because they don't form knees until really late.
Day 325.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's he do?
He's in casts. He can stand. He keeps trying to stand. He shouldn't be.
He stands on his nubs.
They like put casts on him so his knees can grow.
Oh,
like,
he's
well,
maybe gonna still make them.
This woman who owns him, she's huge on TikTok. And so she makes so much money that she was like, yeah, all right, we're throwing it all at 7. Like, let's see if we can save this baby horse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's so cute. He honestly pays for himself in views. He is so adorable. And he's like really extra soft because his fur hadn't fully grown in.
Oh, how nice. He's like a kitty.
So if
Someone would pay top dollar for an early horse like that.
Top dollar.
I think so. Well, she also does have miniature horses.
Oh,
so
is he a miniature horse? He's a full grown.
He's an American quarter horse, so like a full grown.
Well, this is a good segue into welcome our guest, Anna. She is a horse girl.
Yeah.
Former horse girl.
Are you a former horse girl for real or just aspiring?
I'm reformed. I mean, I don't like ride horses anymore.
Yeah.
Because like to ride a horse in Indiana is
easy.
You're
how you get around.
You're like a normal person. Like the very poor have horses, the very rich have horses.
Yeah.
They're very different horses, but there's like a range of options.
Yeah.
To have a horse in New York City,
Oh my God.
it's like having a big dog in New York City. Like you, you did something monstrous for money.
Yeah, you
at some
are
point.
going to hell.
Are
You're
there
taking that horse to hell.
Yes.
There must be like equestrian stalls somewhere in like Queens or something, right?
They're in Hell's Kitchen. I used to live around the corner from them.
It's where the
wow.
cop horses live.
Yes, that's where the cop horses and I believe the Central Park horses live as well.
Wow.
I think the Central Park ones live in the park.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Okay, well then
but I
was,
might be wrong
I
about
was
that.
misinformed. I'm spreading misinformation.
That's a tough life. I mean, I guess the park is kind of fucking huge, but they are like riding around on the streets.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's really
a
bad
lot
for their hooves.
I was just gonna say all the
Yeah.
concrete. It's definitely not good. You need to have a good farrier for all that.
On TikTok, I saw a lot of the cleaning of the hooves.
I'm obsessed. That is what I primarily watch on
But
TikTok.
it looks like it
is hoof
hurts
talk.
someone. I was like,
Oh, no, it's
you
very
know.
much like a fingernail.
that's what I've been explained to in the comments. Believe me.
May is fighting people.
I hate
Why are we watching animal abuse? And you're like, no, May.
I watch the cow ones a lot. I don't watch the
Yeah.
horses ones, but where they like push it and stuff comes out.
Ooh,
and you're like,
yeah.
"Ooh,
It's a
that
big
looks
pus
good.
pile.
I watched one the other day where they were like, there's pus in here. You're never going to believe what's in there. And then they got to the end and they were like, nothing. It was healed. It just healed kind of wrong. That's illegal.
Are there words I shouldn't say on this for demonetize?
Oh, I don't care.
No, we're fucking. We let her rip.
It's weird that they can say pussy but not pussy.
Oh, yeah. That is interesting.
You probably can't spell it out.
You have
Yeah.
TikTok is strange because they will show me the most graphic hoof that is just dripping the most disgusting pus ever. But then if someone has a cut on their forehead, they censor it.
Just a
Yeah.
juicy hoof.
Just the hoof is disgusting. It's like rated X for sure. There's like nails in it.
This is so weird. Like clean is so weird. I was talking to Max about
When they spray it, it's the best fucking part.
like I have this joke that I think is clean for women,
Okay.
but it's not clean for men.
Oh,
Like a
Interesting.
female
What's
audience,
the
I think
subject?
it's boobs.
Okay.
Oh.
So like for a female audience, I think it's clean, but for a male audience, it's
They're
sexual.
like, boobs, we love them.
Yeah. All we heard is boobs. What? We're picturing your boobs. That's it. They're like, we haven't heard a single word this person, this being, is it a
Oh,
woman?
she brought up my
has been
favorite
said.
topic, boobs.
Oh look, these boobs! They're telling a joke.
These boobs are telling a joke. That's
Wow.
so funny. Yeah, you as a fellow big boob lady yourself, we're both wearing t-shirts, so you can't even really tell. But are you excited that boobs are back? We talked about this on the last episode. Boobs are back.
Boobs are back.
I have such a
Congratulations.
fraught relationship. Like I mean, since doing this joke, I keep getting heckled by men from the audience that my boobs aren't big.
No, they're huge.
They keep.
What?
I'm getting feedback from men, and the first time it happened, I was like, "Wait, what? Why do you think you can say this?"
First, I am still a human being.
And then the next comic roasted me for it, like, "Oh, she had no idea what to say to you," and I was like,
What did they say? They're just like, your boobs aren't that big?
"Yeah."
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
It was so. So now I don't even know if
You have big boobs.
No,
I'll
you have
tell
big
you,
boobs. Let me tell
as
you
an
something.
expert on having small, medium boobs, I am the current authority in this room. They're fine, all right, but they're small, mediums, and yours are big.
Yeah, boobs are
appreciate
totally back. And it's also funny how like boobs come in style or not in style. Like it's very
Yes.
90s of us to have big boobs. I'm like, look
yeah.
how old fashioned we are.
It really
I just
is.
hung
the
on to
aughts.
them, waiting for them to come back in style.
Yeah.
Actually, in the '90s, I really wasn't on
Yeah.
trend.
Oh, I
You know
was
what
on
mean?
trend.
Yeah, this is really your first round into the. Yeah, you'd be popular.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's
I know they're
big
always
for me.
popular. No one's never like upset about them.
Yeah, I am because you can't wear a lot of things. You can't wear a lot of backless. You know.
I do get a
plagued
lot
me.
of TikTok those weird backless bras that like stick on and cinch up and then
Oh,
go
It's like
around.
a cat's cradle.
Yeah. No, genuinely. Yeah.
You have the craziest Chinese finger trap around your body, strapping boobs on.
It's like kind of a bandage. Like it
Yeah.
could also be used if you get a wound while you're out and about.
As you
Dude,
do.
when I was out with my friends, like for New Year's, we were all getting dressed and we were all wearing these like the sluttiest dresses you've ever seen. And so we had this period where everyone was walking around helping each other tape our boobs. It's like, this is a very niche porn category right here.
Yeah.
This is what men
Women-
imagine.
Women taping each other's chests.
Wait, do you guys think I have this joke right now that I don't have that many dirty jokes, but I'm working on a joke about a time that someone sent me a picture of balls by mistake. And
By mistake, how do you know?
I'm 90% sure.
Okay.
No, more than that. I think I'm at 99.
Was it someone you knew?
It was a comedian I was working for.
Oh my God.
But not the two that you guys know that I work for. It was a different
Okay.
guy. I'll tell
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
tell me
know,
off. Let's see these offline.
That's an offline one.
Yeah, because Patreon. You want to see some
Wait,
balls?
that is so embarrassing for them if they sent it by
It
accident.
was very funny.
That's
Oh
why
my
the unsend feature was created. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, it
Apple
was-
was like, we gotta figure out a way to recall these balls that we're sending out.
It was a profile picture on an app that on WeTransfer. So like not something you use a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait!
yeah,
I think we
yeah.
talked about
yeah,
this. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So
That's
it
right,
like
that's right.
wasn't. It was very clear. Like okay, this was a mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, I was talking to
So they say.
a guy. No, it was. I was talking to a guy friend and like because men with balls like they're used in pranks, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you know, they'll just
balls
like,
are perfect for pranks.
they're like you're like oh you looked at it.
I'm kind of jealous of men having that.
I know because
God, that's fun.
women have no body part that's
We don't
that's
get
that
to-
horrible.
No.
What am I to teabag you with my boobs?
No, I'm just gonna like show you guys my hole. Like, oh, you guys saw my butt hole. You're just like, yeah, it's really hairy and like super like red around it. You should get that
It's more
checked
embarrassing
out.
for you than it is for me.
Me and my boyfriend quote you on a joke about your butthole.
Oh yeah, I know the joke. And you know what's really funny is that I tried to pass. I was doing a clean show and I was telling Ben Kirschenbaum, I was like, well, do you think my butthole joke could be clean? And he was like, what did you just say to me?
That's the part we call.
And then I actually, it's just like kind of embarrassing because it's a joke about my butthole, but I got an applause break on it once. And Ben goes, it's really hard to get an applause break on a clean joke, but you did.
You know when it's like so dirty that it comes back around and it's clean?
That's what I meant. I was like, it's not really about the butthole. The butthole is just like a metaphor. And he was like, no, it's not. It's not at all. Like, I was like, it's a joke about love, deception.
Also, why is the butthole a dirty joke? Like, if it's
Yeah.
not a sex joke about the butt,
Right.
then it's a body part.
It's about intimacy, actually.
It's beautiful.
as
You
everything
convinced
is.
me.
But okay,
May's gonna start make her weed transfer her butthole.
You can never
I
tell
don't know why I
it's mine.
sent everyone's upset.
This would
Everyone's
be-
about my
upset.
weed transfer public profile.
this is the thing. I didn't know that they were balls. I don't think people know it was a butthole.
Yeah, that's true. They would be like, wow, this is a really weird balloon knot
like a-
someone's sending out.
Something from Dune, maybe?
yeah.
Sandworm.
Those fucking
Popcorn
containers. Hilarious.
I'm
I
so
mean,
mad I didn't get one.
You should
my
go back.
Oh, I literally might.
Let's just go back. Let's go back to Dune. I haven't seen it.
I'm going again. So if anyone
Yeah.
wants to go specifically to an AMC IMAX, I'm going to IMAX to get the butthole popcorn container.
Oh my god, it really did. It looked like a fleshlight. Is that what they're called? Flesh lamp?
Fleshlight.
Fleshlight.
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe let's turn it around a little bit.
Yeah,
to
no.
your jobs. Tell us about we like to with our guests talk about like the worst job you've ever had and or worst boss and or funny story at work.
Okay. I've had only weird jobs because I went to acting school, so I had no skills when I graduated.
No skills to speak of.
Not-
a
I
lot of
couldn't-
debt though.
But you
lot of
can
that.
like dazzle. You know, you can like
Yeah.
sparkle as necessary.
Yeah. That's actually half of work. You were like a professional personality hire.
True.
So when I was in school, I worked at American Apparel.
Okay.
Where
R.I.P..
I was, well, for good reason. That it was not a good company. Like, not even because no one ever harassed me a single time.
That's like a little embarrassing, huh? To be the only employee not harassed at
Because
American
they'd
Apparel.
like scout their models among my coworkers, and I was like, maybe. And they're always like, no.
And they're like, no.
no,
Too much
get
horse girl
back.
energy. Like
People are trying to check out on a
Like, one of my eyes doesn't open all the way, and I was always like, do they know? Maybe from the
also,
side?
what a fucking dumb like their clothes were so like blah.
They also were all so if you tried on a shirt and you're like, oh, this doesn't fit, I'd be like, let's just get a different one of the same size because they're all unique.
Oh, yeah.
Every shirt is a different shape.
I actually
Yeah, right.
looked it up. They hadn't made a profit since 2009,
When did they close?
2017.
No way. Oh my god.
8 years in a row. That is so impressive.
Respectfully, that oh wait,
Does
no,
that
that's
make a
not
lot
when
more sense?
I thought that was when I worked for them, but no, it is not.
Oh.
I worked for them in
Once you-
2012.
Oh no, that was in the period. Yeah, they were not making money then. That's why they were just picking up rags off the street and trying to sell them.
That makes sense.
God bless.
I did. Celebrities would come in, and that was cool. Like,
That is
well,
really-
was it cool? Not really. Like,
Here in New York?
yes, because I worked at the one directly across from NYU Tisch. So it was
Oh, I
the
bet then.
flagship.
Yeah.
And Kirstie Alley came in once.
Oh wow.
And she just you make commission. So
Yeah.
I was just following her around the store, helping her. And by help, she would just take things off the rack and lay them over my arms. And she'd pick every one in like three, like she'd get small, medium, large and just get them. And
Well, she doesn't know
guess she
she
knew
was
that-
fluctuating weight so much. That's
Yeah.
why she's in Weight Watchers commercials all the time.
she was like,
Who
we're
knows?
staying on
By
brand.
the time I get to the dressing room, I might be a different size.
Right.
She didn't try any of it on.
What?
Because I'm carrying all of it, and I was like, do you want me to bring it was too much, I couldn't carry it. I was like, do you want me to bring this down to the dressing room? And she was like, no, you can bring it to the cash wrap. And I was like, okay, what she might have said checkout. She was like, what I said, what name should I give? Because I'm really bad at recognizing people.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure.
Was she like-
Sure.
She was like, Kirstie.
So she bought all of them in all the sizes?
She is dead, probably because of this. And yes, she bought
R.I.P..
all of them in all the sizes.
Wow.
Rest
know,
in power.
She needed all of them in all the sizes though, because I swear to God, like she was like famously fluctuating like crazy in weight. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that was a day I made a lot of money off of Kirstie Alley.
Yeah, thanks. Damn,
Nice.
pour one out for
I didn't
her.
know that people worked on commission. I thought that was just in like Nordstrom's and places like that, but I guess it's everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
also
definitely
when
a
the money is
Aritzia.
bad. you work on
Yeah.
commission.
That's hilarious. They're like, we can get away with paying them nothing. If
Yeah.
We just say, yeah.
It was I think I remember I was like the top employee for a while.
Wow.
But
Congrats.
then
So you're the only one trying to make actual money. Everyone else was just like getting sexually assaulted.
yeah,
You were
because
like,
they
what
were
if you sold something?
they were too busy like being hot somewhere, and I'm like scuttling around like, can I help you with it?
They're like, ew, stop. We're not actually trying to sell clothes.
But then I think when school started, I picked up a shift at like a bad time, and I fell, and I was like, I need to quit this job. I can't handle not being the best.
Number one or nothing.
Isn't that the worst when you're wicked competitive at a job that you don't even care about?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that shit.
It was so stupid.
That ship has really sailed for me.
It sailed for me too.
That's really in my comedy. That's a whole different story.
Oh
but
my
day
God.
job.
Yeah.
Just trying to make everyone happy. No one be mad at me. That's my goal.
Yeah.
No one angry. It's great.
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, I had a job at worked at a tour company,
Oh, that's cool.
and I was so.
Were you doing tours?
Yeah, I would like
That's
lead
fun.
tours of like the Met and then some
Yeah.
other museums in New York. Like there's this one called Francis Tavern. It's like a American history tax shelter. Owned
Wait, is that a restaurant?
yes, and
I've been to-
upstairs it's a
Oh, is that
Bad
like George
museum.
Washington's
I've been-
fucking?
yeah.
There was like George Washington had an egg salad sandwich here once, and everyone's like going nuts for
And
it.
Samuel Francis became his chef in not DC, Philadelphia.
Okay. I've been to that restaurant. I had a work meeting there once, and I just kept
Yeah.
trying to insert small talk about the location.
I had
I think I was like, I do not give a shit.
I had
couldn't
an
care less.
enormous amount of red wine there once.
Lovely.
As you should.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not-
As
the
George
food's
Washington
not-
would have wanted.
Yeah.
They drank a lot. I think somewhere I have a list of like how much they drank at his going away party.
At George Washington's going away party.
Oh yeah. I forget. Wait, maybe. Oh, it's
Wait,
his
that
farewell,
is a fun fact right there.
his
Yeah.
farewell to the troops. I can look it up. I'll look when we take a break. I'll look it up.
Okay.
But yeah, where was I going with this? Oh, I was so competitive at that job.
The tour company for George Washington's.
Yes.
What does winning look like in that situation?
Just dazzling, dazzling the people. They walked away knowing something, but also entertained.
Inspired. They were
so
running for
funny.
office.
But I became a manager, and then everyone hated me.
You flew too close to the sun. You girl boss too close to the sun.
Girl boss so hard
I
at the
was
George
so
Washington
bad at
Cafe.
it.
That's so fucking funny.
Like, for what
nightmare.
reason were you gonna get more money?
I think
You need to do sales, Anna. Like,
Yeah.
it just gave me too many. It gave me more hours. I didn't get a higher pay rate on
Great.
those hours. And then I was in charge of salary negotiations,
Oh my God.
and I was bad at it.
Holy shit.
no.
Well, that's a lot of pressure too. Because you're like, listen, Laura's worth this, but May's a piece of shit. She shows up. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, that's a nightmare.
yeah.
It was so bad. I think at one point during the negotiations, they read us because they could see how much we got tipped from like corporate groups, and that's where you really made some
Oh.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they read us like for each of the managers of their city how much they were making with tips, and it was the man who worked in Chicago, then the man who worked in San Francisco, then the man who worked in LA, then the girl who worked in DC, then me.
Wait. Did he? Was Washington on tour? What?
Oh,
Are they all?
no.
different
So like this company worked with a lot of
Oh,
museums.
okay. Okay,
Yes.
so it's a historical locations
I
across
worked
the country.
in
But you got a
Francis
good
Tower.
one then. You had a
Yes.
good one.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I've never even fucking heard of this thing, and I've lived in New York for a very long time. So, like, I guess maybe not.
They have one of George Washington's teeth.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
I take back what I said.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. I'm gonna go check
Yeah.
that out. Were they wooden?
No. Oh, it's in Shane Gillis's special.
Yeah, it's a myth, right?
sad myth. It's
Yeah.
one of those like, it's okay myths.
Yeah.
Because they were actually enslaved people's teeth that they would pull out and make into dentures.
I also love when he's like, and you hear about like, you're like, oh, this is gross, whatever, and they're like, he was like 6 feet tall, and you're like, yes. So fucking funny.
Fucking nice.
It is like when I give tours of the space, we used to use that fact sometimes because you could talk about like really whatever you wanted, just like
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just
But-
workshopping bits.
honestly, I
Shane Gillis
started
got that job and
comedy.
he's developed that entire bit off of it.
I worked with a comedian and he gave me my first like show,
Oh,
and that's how I started comedy. But
Nice.
thanks,
I
President.
used to tell.
And then your whole life was ruined.
I could have been a manager.
She could have been a manager at the Francis Tavern, you guys.
But he so I used to say that fact to people, but then first of all it felt like it really tanked the vibe for anyone not white. Because everybody else
Oh,
would
yeah.
just look at them.
Oh,
to
and
see
it's
how
also
they were
tourists who are not
responding.
exactly like delicate frequently.
It was like
Oh, even
always like
worse.
work groups. And so now it's like, oh, how does my coworker feel about a history of enslavement? I was like, all right, we need to let's keep it light.
Can't wait for happy hour later on where we get to discuss these fun facts.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
what does
that's
his
a good-
tooth look like? Is it gross?
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, because by the time Washington was president, every tooth had been pulled out.
Whoa.
So they were pretty gnarly. I think it was like nutrition and maybe also he had malaria young, they think.
Oh, okay.
And that like keeps coming back and can, I think, fuck
You're
with your
really selling this museum. I think I'm gonna go to this damn museum.
Let's go.
I gotta see this shit.
The weirdest
And then drink
part,
a large amount of red wine
Yes.
downstairs.
Oh my god. And we could have clam chowder too.
Perfect.
Clam chowder and red wine.
Oh, yikes! Wow. When you say it together, when you eat it, that's fine. But when you say it together, that is a
you just
terrible
want to
combination.
see how chunky it can get.
Oh no! It
One
dyes it all
thing
red.
about me is that I will find the most weirdest combinations. Like I'm the person that will go into somewhere and be like, I will have a hot cup of coffee and the cod. People are like, what the fuck?
I didn't even know people ate.
You're the only person ordering it.
I'll go to like a gas station. I'm like, do you have like a tuna salad or something?
Oh no!
Oh, I do like Dwayne Reed's sushi.
Wait, what? Oh,
That's also
Dwayne.
insane.
I get a
You
lot
guys
of like
don't care about your health.
supermarket sushi.
I just want a
Supermarket
parasite.
sushi's good. Dwayne Reed,
Yeah.
that's flying too close
You
to
know
the
what
sun.
I eat so much of, if you love weird food combinations, is canned chicken mixed with cottage cheese and hot sauce. It's actually not bad.
I'd eat that.
She made that for the Super Bowl, and it was actually pretty good.
It was
but
actually
gave
pretty
me wild diarrhea. Wild. I texted her the next day. I was like, "What have you done? This is your culture."
Every food I cook for you gives you diarrhea.
I don't. Yeah,
Which is
because you're always
maybe
eating
why I
weird
always
shit.
have diarrhea.
You're eating weird shit. I don't know what to tell you.
My boyfriend famously boils his chicken
Oh,
to
right.
eat it.
Oh, yes.
In water. And he's baking it, but
Okay. Thank God.
I think
He's upgraded.
He's growing. But
Baking is normal. That's good. We can get behind that.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
salt. Maybe put a little salt
he
on
puts hot sauce on it and then bakes it with the hot sauce.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
He's growing.
Still weird.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't eat it, but even he didn't do canned chicken.
Right.
Oh no.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with it, okay?
If you don't care about
It
your
does
bowel
look
movements,
So fucking gross when it comes out, though. It looks insane.
I want to see it hold its shape.
I'll show you.
Cool.
I'll send you one.
Cool.
It is disgusting.
Oh.
Should we get into the topics?
yeah, let's do it. Do you want to start or should I?
I will start. So there was this guy, you guys might have heard about this. This guy, Sheldon Johnson was his name. And Sheldon Johnson's was his name. Anyway, he was...
Is he historical?
No.
Oh wait,
Okay, I was
is this
like,
the body parts one?
Yes.
My first thought was, this story is going to go so many different ways depending on what body part it is.
Well, okay. So he was a guest on Joe Rogan, I want to say like 2 months ago, something like that. And he was on the show. He was in prison for a really long time. And he got out of prison and he was on there talking, unfortunately, about criminal reform. And he was an advocate for criminal reform and bail reform. Ooh. And as of a few days ago, they found the dismembered body of a 44-year-old man with a bullet wound in his head and limbs in the freezer of the victim's New York apartment. But they were able to tie it to the guy that was on Joe Rogan because of CTV footage. So
Wow.
he murdered this man, chopped him up, put him in the fucking freezer.
His own freezer?
No, his
Yeah,
the
he must have a-
guy's freezer, not his own freezer.
But in New York, that's a big freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could
right?
not fit a
Or
person.
a
I
small
can't fit in
man.
my freezer. No way.
I can barely fit a bag of Trader Joe's chicken wings. Arm? No
I
shot.
can barely fucking fit in my apartment. How about that? It's
So first of all, impressed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
very
go Start with that.
I mean, it was like deep in Brooklyn, so maybe that's why.
Okay, there's more room.
Oh, yeah.
More spacious.
It is truly unfortunate. I think this doesn't even need to be said, but truly unfortunate that he was the face of prison reform.
very, very
That's
unfortunate.
not
The
Really
detached
good.
face of prison reform.
Yeah.
The head in the freezer of prison reform.
Oh, Like at any
We should
point
still
was-
reform prison, okay?
Yeah,
point
maybe we
was he
can
like-
separate that from what's happened, but at the same time,
Yikes.
Someone else might be a better advocate. Like, did he never like, hey, I'm gonna take a step back?
Hey, I'm planning a big crime. So maybe
Yeah.
well, not just crime, like big, like everybody agrees crime for prison. This is a prime.
Yes.
This is a prisonable crime.
Like forever. There's no
was it-
reforming.
no,
we're done
We're
here.
not. You chopped up a guy and
We're
put him in
done
a
here.
freezer.
So the New York Post reported a foot was found in a blue bin, and head, arms, legs, and the second foot were discovered in the freezer. Damn, that's a big freezer.
Wow.
Or a really small guy.
But he couldn't fit that extra foot in.
No, the foot was too much.
Yeah.
That was in the
that's because-
refrigerator. Just
Yeah, they were really like pushing the door in.
Or did he lose track? He's like, how many feet did that guy have?
Oh,
I
no.
got
is
it
this
all.
someone else's foot? Whose foot is this? Anybody see
So
the foot?
the building superintendent said that a tenant had called him because they heard violence in the apartment. She said that she heard 2 gunshots, and previous to the gunshots, she heard him saying, "Don't kill me, I have family, please, please," and then 2 gunshots, and then he fucking died.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then there was surveillance video showing the suspect entering and leaving the apartment in various disguises, including one of which was a blonde wig and carrying bags.
Oh no.
I know. It's so unfortunate.
Is there any connection? Do we know motive at all, or what's up?
It's actually it's really, really new. So no, not yet. Not at least that I could find online.
Okay.
Or that they're releasing, because I think he like pretty much just got.
I guess it's an literal active crime scene, like active crime investigation. So they're probably.
Yeah.
But the guy will definitely be back on Rogan. Let me tell you that. Oh, man. I mean, you got to bring him back on at that point.
You know who Rogan should have on is O.J. Simpson and be like,
yeah.
"Yo, you fucking killed you
What's up
killed
with
2
that?
people, and you're just walking around. You're just walking around.
Have them both on same time.
Yeah.
Just be like,
You guys have
debate.
something in common.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We shouldn't be laughing, but we are. I'm sorry. So sorry.
first of all, the woman downstairs, a bit of a Karen. Yeah.
Bit of a Karen. Oh my God. Mind your own business.
Kind of like a don't ask, don't tell kind of situation.
That is so scary.
Quiet, throw some earplugs in, put some white noise on.
This is not the same thing as hearing gunshots at all, but in my last apartment, the people across the hall were like crazy screaming at each other all the time, like crazy screaming at each other. And I used to think, I was like, when do I call the police? Because they are fucking screaming at each other. And it's like, I can hear it in my apartment. There's like banging and stuff. I'm like, is this man beating the shit out of this woman? And I'm just like sitting here, like turning Curb Your Enthusiasm up louder. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, then you don't want to call the cops on someone else in the building, and then they're like, "Oh, we just got in a fight because he cheated on me," or whatever the hell, and they're like,
Also,
we're not.
then they know you called the cops.
Yeah.
And you see them, and you're like, "Hi, hey."
But you
Can
also
you watch my
can't-
cat?
But it's also
I'm gonna be out of town this weekend.
But it's completely worth calling the cops.
No, I
over
know.
if,
I
like,
hear you. It's there's no great answer on that.
What
Yeah.
part
It's
of
gonna be
Brooklyn
awkward.
was she in that she called the super, not the cops?
I don't know, but
Um,
that super definitely is like, God damn it. People say it's easy being a landlord.
I
Are
know.
you fucking serious right now?
Could you believe that? I actually don't
Also,
know
you're
what this
evicted.
was.
I'm sorry. You cut up a guy. You're out.
Yeah,
You gotta go.
No, we gotta get someone else. Oh my God, could you imagine? Think about it this way: there's probably I mean, maybe a lot, but there's New York's been around a long time, but there's so many apartments that someone was murdered in
for
that
sure.
apartment, and you're just living
Or died in it.
Yeah.
Or died.
Perished.
Oh, totally.
Well, my new
Perished.
house, somebody died in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like an old person?
An old person, yeah.
Oh, well, you know.
I know.
Yeah. But
Beautiful.
I mean,
got a great deal.
someone's going to get
We
like,
actually didn't get a great deal at all. It cost a lot of money, but like,
someone's going to pay like market price for that disemboweled apartment.
Yeah.
Someone's going to fight over it. There's going to
Yeah.
be bidding wars.
Multiple
that
applications.
fridge is going to be sold on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, yikes.
You know how many times I've moved into a place and there's still like a couple frozen peas in the fridge?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Oh my God.
I don't
Once
know
my
why that
parents
skeeves
moved
me.
into a
Just
new
peas.
house,
I hate them.
There'd just be a little red in the corner.
No.
I was cleaning out the cupboards and there were chicken wings in
Ew.
the cupboards.
What? No. To what
I'm
end?
dead I don't know. They were just in there.
Like
And
the,
I was-
the
this
bones?
the bones. No, not this.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a house my parents had bought when we were moving into it.
Oh my God. That's
And I was
crazy.
like, first of all, in the cupboard. Why is
Yeah.
that? Doesn't belong there at all. It was
That's so
disgusting.
weird.
It was gross.
They left them for you. I bet it was witchcraft. I
Probably.
bet there were bones.
Shamans.
Like little bones.
Oh yeah,
Oof.
I was
I
cursed.
don't-
That's why I've had quite a life.
Remember that
At
show?
11, I got those cursed chicken bones.
that show Hoarders. Oh my God, that show was so disgusting. And I would like watch it before bed, like a weird sick person I was. And then I would. It was so gross.
Well,
Yeah.
murder.
Anyway, let's get off the murder.
Should I do my murder
R.I.P.
story
everybody.
first?
Sure.
This one's a short one, but it's pretty fucking hardcore. So these ranchers, 2 southeastern Colorado rancher owners, were recently sentenced to pay $6.6 million to resolve federal charges that they damaged or altered the rain gauges in an effort to get paid for worsening drought conditions.
Oh,
So-
Enron-esque.
Yeah, this is out west Enron kind of shit.
Yeah.
Literally what they do is, so like obviously if you're a rancher, you have like insurance of all sorts of different things. And one of them is if there's not enough rain, if there's a drought, if there's natural conditions like this. And I think the federal government pays for a portion of that. This, I know we're a business podcast, but like if you actually give a shit, you're in the wrong place.
We don't know what's
I
going
don't know
on.
what the fuck can tell you. But point being, they would make more money if there was less rain. So these guys was pretty smart actually. They would just go out and then sometimes they would like cover the top of the rain gauge with like a little bit of silicone. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh,
like it's in the
wow.
middle of fucking nowhere. There was also one where they would take a pie tin or a cake pan and just nail it to the thing on top of it. Just give it a little umbrella.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
It's adorable.
That's some like Beth Dutton shit. Have you guys watch Yellowstone? It's like the
No.
Republican succession or whatever.
Oh,
Not literally, but like that's what people call it. It's actually not bad. It's very cheesy, but yeah. Anyway, they're like
I'm watching it
ranchers.
in,
They
like-
do
Yeah.
nefarious shit.
I'm watching it in 30-second increments on TikTok.
Okay.
So I am
love
familiar
doing
with
that.
button. I'm watching that.
movies just like piece by piece, and you have to be like, next part, movie man. Yep. Get on that.
Yeah, right.
Where are you? More movie man.
So crazy. You know what I rewatched on? Sorry to derail.
No,
you,
not
but,
at all. It's not that deep.
What I rewatched on TikTok, 30 seconds by 30 seconds, was the entire iteration of the Teen Mom series.
Oh no.
I went through each storyline. It took me
Some guy in
it took me
Bangladesh
weeks.
got
I
like a
did this
couple
for
bucks
dance
off
class.
doing that.
weeks to do this. I was so dedicated.
That's so funny.
Janelle, have you?
Those kids are like on TikTok now, I'm sure.
I mean, they're old. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That should be its own spin-off show.
Oh my
Child
God.
of teen moms. The children of the moms.
Let me tell you something. A lot of them aren't doing so well.
I
So
still could have guessed.
yeah, I don't know what the
don't know
reason
why.
is
I don't
though.
know.
Is it
I
the
just had a-
TV or the Teen Mom of it all? You know, what I
All
mean?
of it. Probably
Yeah.
the combination is just like super powered. Your life is gonna be fucked up.
There was a
not
really
great.
interesting study that, like, when Teen Mom went on air, it actually dropped teen birth rates.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah, because so many teens watched that and were like, "Oh shit!" Like, this
Honestly,
does not
that makes
seem-
sense.
Yeah,
I mean, they did not depict it as being a lot of fun.
yeah,
That's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah,
It
and all the baby daddies were horrible.
yeah.
I remember when I was in college, I was watching Teen Mom, and I messaged one of them on Facebook. I was like, "I want to let you know you stink."
Yeah.
You're going to go defend these random ladies.
He was being horrible.
What was he doing? What brand of horrible?
Oh, he was being terrible. So he
Terrible brand of horrible.
terrible brand of horrible. She had had a C-section and he kicked her out of the car on the highway.
Oh, wow,
and
that
then
is
went,
bad.
And then went to go like pick her up and she was like screaming because her C-section scar was still like, and then he like sped off with the kid and I like literally found him on Facebook and I was like, "You belong in jail." And I meant it.
I mean, you were kind of right.
I was
I don't know
right.
what the
And
cops were
now-
on this. Why were you the one on the case? That is absurd. The camera crew was just like, let him cook.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, you know what's crazy is that I actually I dated a guy who was a camera guy for Teen Mom.
What?
Yeah.
Why did you call him?
Well, this was before
Is
I
that
knew
why you
him,
found
but-
him and dated him later on?
Yeah, I was like, listen, we got to take Ryan down, you guys. But
You're going for the long con.
who was? I think he was working with Farrah, and now she's a porn star.
Oh yeah, which
Yeah.
honestly, good for her.
I know. Yeah, she's crazy, cuckoo,
Good
but
for her. I don't
good
know.
for her. Sorry.
Okay,
you
so
were
back to these
saying-
ranchers. They probably have some teen pregnancies there. I don't know. So anyway, they were. I will say this. This is like a serious amount of money. That this is apparently the amount that got fined was contributed by like how much they had stolen from the federal government. So they were stealing millions of dollars. They were not fucking around. They actually had to go to jail for a couple of months, and the way the system worked was one of the guys would file claims on the falsified lower precipitation measurements, increasing the benefits that he would get from his insurance policy. And then the other people, Esh is one of them. It's all like fake names, which is really fucking annoying when they do that, but it's like different
Yeah.
privacy laws or whatever. And then there were two other people who they wouldn't give us the names for. They would go and mess with the rain gauges and get paid by him. So they received payouts. But at one point, one of the co-conspirators who was not named turned on the group and was extorting the leader who is like underneath Yeager, saying that he was going to expose everything to the authorities unless
no, what a rat.
I know. In exchange for Esch paying the man's bond for release from jail and giving several 5-figure payments to his girlfriend.
Oh my God.
So he was trying to I kind of was just like, we're ranchers. This is the Wild West. I'm gonna do
Sure
like
is.
ranchers do.
Yeah, but if I were that guy, I'd like once you're extorting like that with people and you have something over them,
Yeah.
that guy wouldn't have lived long.
Well, you are thinking like a rancher.
Oh no.
Esch, according to all his plea agreements, even shrugged off the man's admitted theft of the all-terrain vehicle from him in exchange for his silence. So they were going back and forth for a while. The guy did eventually get out of jail. 2 weeks later, he was found dead.
I would be a great rancher.
Like under what
There's no details available. This story only came out like last week, and I think there's like a manhunt going on, and like there's follow-up occurring. I bet this becomes bigger like as more details come out.
Yeah.
Because it's got everything.
Oh, it's got
It's
everything.
got pie tins.
That could be that would be a really
great
fun
movie.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
I would watch that movie. Even though I know exactly what happens, but I'd still want to see it. Yeah.
And I feel like there's so many ways to die out there. Like you could kill someone and cover it up so easily.
I looked up and it was
Could
so
you?
difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Really? Have you thought about it?
Well, because there's so many like animals. It's so easy to fall out there.
This is most of being a
yeah.
horse girl is imagining being a rancher.
I wanted to be a rancher so bad.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I was also a horse girl. We had like our mini version of a ranch growing
So
up.
cool.
And it was mostly identifying like if I was going to kill someone, if I had to live off the land, how would I survive in nature? Like,
Wow. Oh my God, I'd be such
Pretty
dead
well.
meat. Oh my God.
yeah. Well,
Bye.
you got to be trained. You got to be trained in the ways of the desert.
My horse would protect me.
Yeah.
You got to have a bond with your animal.
The bond is important.
It's very
The bond's
important.
important. I would maybe be able to like manipulate the other people around.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good skill
Yeah.
too. That's a good
Yeah.
skill too.
But on
That's
some
what
of
got
those,
us.
like
That's what got the Native Americans in trouble. So.
Oh yeah.
denim cutoffs. Get a like American flag.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson little
Yeah.
situation.
Wash a few
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, everyone's like, we don't have gas anymore, sweetheart. It's the apocalypse. Why are you washing the car?
You're in your mid-30s. Boo. I don't fucking like this.
Yeah, but have you seen how people live? Like people live hard. Like
They
you're,
do.
you're
That's
a ranch
true.
20.
Listen, I'm a ranch maybe like 8 because I've used Korean skincare products.
Yeah,
How
you
about that?
look good on the ranch. Have you guys heard of Slab City?
No, what's this?
Oh, I should probably cover this in earnest in another episode because I should look into it more. But there's apparently this like place near Joshua Tree, of course, that is where like it's like anarchy rules.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Yes. And like these TikTokers keep going in there to like interview people and be like, it's beautiful. And there's a guy in the background just like doing heroin. The
Oh
whole time.
no. Yeah.
And it's extremely, extremely dangerous. Extremely
Wow.
dangerous because there are no laws. Or there probably are laws, but there's no one, like, there's no police department.
Does
no
the
one's checking in.
Is the police able to go out there and be like, Yo.
I don't know. I will have to, I'll look,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Why not? But
note this.
Teaser.
Yeah, this is a teaser for next. Like, this is a great opportunity to follow us because
Remember, like-
we'll be bringing you more Slab City content next week. Versus, I saw 1 2-minute TikTok like after 3 glasses of wine and was like, I should look at this more. And now I'm telling you about it.
that's crazy. I want to hear much more about that.
Right?
Yeah, it's like Chaz or whatever
What's
it was
that?
called. Remember that in Seattle? There was like a little strip of land that was anarchy during the
West
pandemic.
Coast.
Yeah, you know what, you guys? We tried it. It doesn't work out well.
It doesn't work. It always turns into people shooting up on the street, like
Yeah.
every time.
Which, to be fair, happens like outside of my
Here
apartment.
too.
so-
but-
Yeah. Did I tell you guys I saw a guy?
Oh no.
I saw a guy. Me and Mark were watching it from our window. A guy was in our little alleyway, and he had a pizza box, and then he squatted over the pizza box, took a shit in the pizza box, closed the pizza box, and then like put it over on like the sidewalk. And we were like, "Wow."
That's like that's almost considerate.
I think I was
considerate.
gonna say I was like actually kind of well done
But
Yeah.
because then you can just throw it away versus like shitting on the sidewalk, which I've
Yeah.
seen plenty of people do in Brooklyn.
There's
I'll tell you
people,
that.
people have shat on the steps of our apartment building, and we're like, and then my poor
Oh.
super is just out there like, what did I fucking move to this country for? God damn it.
I saw someone shit in a flower bed outside. Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
That
Probably
made a
helps
little
the
bit
flowers.
of sense, but also it was a massive human poop. Like
I
do
on a
feel
small flower bed. It's New
Human
York.
poops are so much bigger than dog poops.
Yeah, they are.
Because
You
like
can tell.
sometimes you're like, oh, how could you tell if it's human or dog? I'm like, believe me, you know.
yeah.
They're
I mean,
large.
I do feel very strongly like for the taxes we pay to New York City, there should be public restrooms.
What's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with
If
that?
we could vote on that, I'd be like, yes.
It's honestly
every single New
because
Yorker would be like, absolutely do that.
Yeah.
there's so many more men in government, and men can pee anywhere. They
True.
just pee
That's
wherever they
such
want.
a good point.
And
Wow.
like if I see a
But
guy
men
peeing,
shit all the time.
they do shit more often. But maybe they're better at like I think they're on a
No,
schedule.
I shit more often, definitely.
Oh.
But like, yeah, that's a really good point. And also, have you guys been to the public restrooms at Union Square? Oh my god!
Are they-
I didn't even know there were any.
Wow. Well, you got to pay like a quarter to get into them or whatever.
See, I don't mind that system.
It's fine. But you walk in, the floor is completely wet. I think
Perfect.
I think after every
Ooh.
time like you flush, it like waits until you leave, and then it just like spray. I swear to God,
That's the actual New York system. They're
It's-
like literally wash the whole thing.
It's got a delayed bidet.
disgusting in there.
full
and then,
room bidet.
I
room's
had no
ass.
options. Let me tell you something. I had no options. Okay, and I went in there, and like, my shoes were wet.
No.
From a public and then I had to go home. I was like, well, that was I mean, I have to throw out these fucking shoes, obviously. They're fucking soaking wet from
from
sewage.
New York public bidets.
You got trench foot.
I got trench foot. It's disgusting. Oh my God.
I always use the Whole Foods bathroom when I'm over there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's
that
the
would have made
move.
way more sense.
That's the move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody has an app like this, but there should be an app of like easy enough restrooms to get into.
There is an entire app on that.
Okay, I gotta do that.
I should do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, the next one for me is that a New York man admitted to smuggling 3 Burmese pythons in his pants through a U.S.-Canadian border crossing and was sentenced to probation and fined $5,000. That's it. So anyway, if you're trying to smuggle pythons in your pants, it's really not that bad. Of a
Are
crime.
those
Also,
pythons
yeah,
in your
python-
pants?
yeah.
Or you just have
Is that some weird sex thing? It's like, it's my kink. How dare you kink
So
shame me?
Kelvin Batista, a 38-year-old man, he crossed into northern New York with the hidden snakes on a bus. What?
On a
Okay, that just took
okay.
a turn. A
Yeah.
bus from Montreal to New York City. That's crazy.
Also, can you imagine being next to him on the bus and being like, no, I swear to God, there are snakes in his pants. No, not like his penis. Like real snakes.
But why the fuck?
Also,
Why?
I have thoughts on this.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
They're really expensive.
Oh,
They are.
Burmese python. So there's this huge
up.
thing in the U.S. now about
more
like
expensive than $5,000.
creating like colorful Burmese pythons.
what?
Oh.
And
What
like
side of
they have
TikTok
these
are you
very
on?
unique. Oh, it's crazy. It's just Russian ice skaters, horses, and Burmese.
Burmese pythons for
So
sale.
like the smiley face snake, I'm pretty sure that was a Burmese python. It's this like snake with an emoji on it. And there are all these like unethical breeding practices. Like, are you trying to make it a like healthy snake, or are you trying to make it a sexy snake?
Sexy
What?
snake, obviously.
Because it's like the colors are.
Oh my
so
God.
valuable.
Oh my God, it's adorable.
Right, it's really cute.
That is the cutest thing
Oh
I've
my
ever
God,
seen.
I love.
What? I want.
Wait, I want to get one of these.
And suddenly you will have snakes in
Where's
your
that
pants
guy?
too.
Let's call him.
Yeah. That's
Damn, this is
cute.
freaking adorable.
And,
We'll
like,
put it on the YouTube.
Are they wicked
Follow us on
dangerous, though?
YouTube.
I think they're constrictors. So like
It is sold for this one's sold for $6,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, what if he's just
Yeah.
like giving him like a little hand job down, like a little squeeze?
Oh no.
Yeah, probably. A little benefit.
That
A
is
little
so
tip.
fun.
Thank
Snakes
you.
with benefits.
Thank you.
Crazy. Wow.
So he must have been bringing him down here to sell.
Yeah, I guess so.
I also, they must have been young because Burmese pythons can fuck you up.
Well, they're huge.
When they can grow, they obviously start small, but
Yeah.
when they're big, like they'll kill you.
Wow. And also, I'm like, was it wrapped around its leg? Like, you're just wearing huge
Yeah.
pants?
I bet he had them in bags in his pocket.
It was probably
Yeah.
little ones, is my guess.
Oh.
Yeah,
But if they were in bags, wouldn't they suffocate?
I think
or like
Maybe
little.
like mesh bags.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was this story. I think it was on Reddit, so a grain of salt. But this guy had a giant snake, and the snake had stopped eating and started like kind of cuddling with him.
Oh no!
It was like his friend, his like cuddly snake, and the vet was like, "Yo, he's fasting for when he eats you."
No. No, I don't care if you have a smiley face. I don't care if you're the devil emoji on you. You fucking snake.
Oh, that'd be so cute to look
Oh,
at.
it would be really cute, but I'm not gonna get eaten for it. Not
Holy
happening.
shit.
Yeah.
So
Not
did he eat him? Or?
No, I think he lived to Reddit about it.
Oh
but
my God.
I'm not sure. I don't remember the details of it.
Yeah. I saw, that's funny you mentioned that. I saw a TikTok the other day that some lady like called 911 and she was like, my python is around my neck. And the obviously the lady's just like, okay, ma'am, and how old are you? And she's like, can you fucking send an EMT? And she's like, the comic, she's like, and then she's like calling on the other line and she's like, some lady is, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. And it's like, lady, you are working for 911 and someone is getting suffocated by a giant python.
No,
Like,
put your back into it, maybe.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time I called 311 for that parakeet?
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You would have done the same thing. I was biking home from fucking wherever. It was like 8 o'clock at night, so it was like kind of semi-dark outside. And I see a parakeet. We're in Brooklyn. Like, it is not parakeet central. This is not where it belongs. It is so clearly a pet. And it's flying around. It can't even fly very far because it's a pet parakeet. Right. And I go, I'm like, I'm going to rescue this parakeet. Like, I'm for sure going to. I have an e-bike. Put the e-bike on the side of the road, which was a risk because that thing could have gotten taken off with. They're like $2,000.
yeah, it's so
It's
expensive.
ridiculous. So I have my e-bike like flying off to the side. There's people walking by who are like, what are you doing? And I'm trying to catch this parakeet for like 20 minutes. I'm there. Eventually I call 311.
Oh my God.
And the lady could not understand what the fuck I was talking about. She's like, you're trying to tell me that there's a bird in a tree? And I go, yes, there is a parakeet. And she goes, how? And where do you want this bird to be?
This is a bit. You should try this bit.
I really forgot about this. I need to write this down.
That is such a funny way to describe what you're saying. They're like, so you're calling to tell me about a bird in a tree.
It was one of those moments when I was like, I mean, you're not wrong, but like, the devil's in the details, ma'am.
Someone loves this bird.
It's a
I love this
specific
bird.
bird.
And they were like, we're closed. We can come tomorrow. And I'm like, it's going to be too late. He's going to be flying 6 trees down.
Oh my God. It probably, what do you think happened to it?
I don't know.
I bet someone else. Because like in my,
Thank you.
I'm in the Hell's Kitchen neighbors group, even though I don't technically live in Hell's Kitchen
Yeah.
anymore. And they post all the time about stuff like this.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and
love
things
it. I
always get
love those
refound.
neighborhood groups.
They're
People ride for random shit.
crazy. They get so intense.
If Greg went ever missing, oh my God.
Oh.
No,
But he'd
can't
be
do it.
found. He'd be found.
He'd be
Well, 'cause
found.
people
He'd be
would-
stolen, to be honest.
He would be
Don't let him
found,
out.
or he would be like, people would like shoot him because they'd be like, what's that bobcat doing? And
What's this friendly monster?
yeah. They would like come in their backyard. They'd be like, ah! And then shoot him. With all the guns that happen in New York.
Yeah,
killed
the
and
police.
eaten
It's
their
from
dog.
the police.
The police shoot my cat.
The fucking NYPD.
It takes 10 NYPD
damn
officers
it.
I would
to take down
fucking
Greg.
march. for
Yeah, I
that.
know. I would be like, we're hitting the streets. We're
We're hitting the
organizing a protest. He's the Harambe of New York.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I will definitely consider expanding my parakeet. Maybe I'll make that a bit. But what I'll
should.
tell you about now is we reference TikTok a lot. Wow, our lives will be a lot smaller without it. When this Protecting Americans from the Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. That is the name of the act that is currently going through the different fucking parts of the government. Listen,
Wait,
I'm not.
I got so excited I spilled seltzer on the ground.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
It's water.
Okay.
Seltzer also
like-
specifically takes stains
Yeah, that's
out.
actually a benefit. Thank
it's
you
all
for
good.
doing
Oh,
that.
thank
Thank
God.
you for sacrificing some seltzer. You got so worried about this TikTok
I'm just
thing.
really worried about TikTok.
You know where you learned about seltzer cleaning things? TikTok.
Yes.
Oh.
So what does this bill propose? It's saying that if it is passed, it would make it possible for the president to identify and designate social media platforms under the control of countries considered adversarial to the U.S. as national security threats.
Huh.
So it doesn't actually specifically call out TikTok, but
That
that
is
is the
TikTok.
Yeah.
obvious. I mean, technically anything going forward could also, like if fucking Russia comes out with like Russia talk,
Yeah.
probably going to be a no also.
Also, it wouldn't be fun.
No, it would be really lame and like just here's another borscht recipe.
I'm kind of
Consider
on
it.
Russia talk right now. So I've sent you like I get these weird fucking like Putin sympathizer TikToks and I'll be like,
These ones are pretty
if they're
funny.
so funny. I'll send them to you next
Yeah.
next one I get, but it'll just be like he just wanted a hug, and he'll like be going around. And
This is
be,
Vladimir Putin.
it's really weird. And it'll show all these like other dictators not shaking his hand, and it's like, oh, and it's like, look at him, look how nice he's trying to be. And I'm like,
so funny.
what is going on my TikTok? I'm not sympathizing with Putin. You're not gonna get me to do that.
Well,
it's not gonna happen.
I think this is the kind of shit that got this act into the zeitgeist, because what's weird about it is that Biden is supporting this right now, and he's saying that if it gets passed, he is more than likely going to ban TikTok, which is a really terrible move for him if he wants to become the president of this country, which means he's so spooked by some shit that he knows that like I'm now like, get it out.
I was wondering, is he just trying to, because there's a sale in consideration, right? Like they're trying to force.
Exactly. So basically, if this all gets passed, he would have the power to be able to say, like, this is being run by a government that doesn't like us, we can get rid of it. Or the company has to spend, it has like 180 days in which it would need to be sold to an American-owned or at least a friendly-owned entity. So the problem with TikTok is that 180 days is like 0 days.
Yeah.
It's closer to 0 days.
Right.
Than for them to sell like that big. Who's buying?
Right.
Who's going to buy? Microsoft? Elon Musk.
Go for it.
God damn it. Can you imagine? He does another one.
Oh my God.
Epic,
Just to do it.
just for the lulz.
Yeah.
So being able to sell it would obviously be like quite the ordeal for them. And then if that doesn't happen, it would be removed from the App Store. So I think that if this gets passed, which it might be voted on this week, actually.
No way. Oh my God.
And then if it gets passed, it could all move like within the course of a couple of weeks. And then that 180-day countdown starts.
Whoa.
Right.
I mean,
And it's crazy for people who are on there, like creators and stuff like that. Like, you're fucked.
I would kill for the.
That's
in
fine.
China, allegedly, they have like a 2-hour limit or something, or like an hour
Yeah.
limit. I would love for someone to impose that on
They
me.
also
That'd
don't
be
let their
great.
kids on it.
Good
They
for
have a
them.
special version that's just for children that's like
Learning
algebra.
in games.
It's
Yeah.
like calculus. It's like
Oh, that
PhD level math
blows.
only.
Yeah, right. If I was on the Chinese children's version of the app, I would not know anything that's going.
This is really hard.
Yeah, this is so fucking hard.
Oh, this is so hard, dude. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my God. Well, I hope it gets
Where's-
banned just for my own mental.
Literally,
well-being.
it would be helpful. So, funnily enough, Trump originally in his last term wanted to ban TikTok. That was like
Yeah.
a big thing for him. Now he is backing away from that.
What?
I think primarily as a fuck you to Biden and to like try to garner support with people who would like it.
Yeah.
I don't think he actually like would
Wants
want to support
TikTok,
TikTok. I think it's a political move. But his argument on it is that if it gets banned or if this bill passes, it would strengthen Meta's position too much. Zuckerberg
Yeah.
is like, let's fucking
Yeah.
go. This is the best day ever.
I mean, it would essentially have
Impeccable
a monopoly.
Zuckerberg.
It would have a complete monopoly.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Business.
Business.
We just businessed it.
We just did fake business.
That was business as hell.
It was business as hell.
Anyway, that's all I have to say on TikTok. Should I pivot over to a non-business topic?
Sure.
Kate Middleton, literally, you guys, I think she might be dead.
No, they said that she wasn't going to be seen until Easter.
They released this picture of her, though, that made things so much worse.
I
And then they
did
made her
see
take
that.
credit for it.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
thing. Okay, so last week, if you didn't listen, first of all, what the fuck? Second of all, you missed out on us talking about how Kate Middleton has been missing since like December or so for this abdominal surgery. To be fair, she did say the Royal Palace said she'd be gone until Easter. People didn't give a shit. They were like, where's she at? So they, obviously the firm has been trying to like deal with the PR around all of this because people have been getting like some wild conspiracy theories. Go listen to the last episode if you want to hear some more details. The BBL being my favorite one. If she maybe got this BBL. So they released this picture on Sunday evening for Mother's Day. Which was, do you know British do Mother's Day on a different day?
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Well, I only know that because of this photo. Actually.
Literally,
yeah.
that was my
Right.
main takeaway
When
from
you
this
said
entire
it was for Mother's Day, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, truly.
Oh, what did I not do?
Oh, yeah.
No, they have a whole different one, which like that just feels unnecessary. That was not something we needed to do the American Revolution for. We could have kept the same day. That would have been easier. So anyway, they released this picture of her with her children. It is so clearly photoshopped AI. Let me just pull up this thread where they kind of like zoom in on different pieces. First of all, also important to note, she's not wearing any rings.
Yeah, but I looked into this.
Oh.
I guess that's just kind of what she does sometimes. Sometimes she doesn't wear the ring.
Considering the rumors that are flying right now,
Yeah.
that is on purpose that they didn't have, or they had an AI image generator make her hands and it can't do rings very
Yeah,
well.
it kind of seems
Yeah.
like
Hands are really
that.
bad. So if you look at this in more detail, there's like they zoom in on different pieces. Some of them I'm like, this one looks okay, but I guess this actually no, it doesn't.
Does
This-
it?
this
It looks
no.
like not even a real. Oh, no.
Oh, that's funny.
That one maybe,
Huh.
but like a lot of these hands, they just look exactly like when an AI image generator kind of.
Yeah, they look weird. AI has a real tough time with hands.
It really does. Yeah, they're all like straight.
Hmm.
This the skirt hem is all fucked up.
Honestly, some of these look. I'm gonna get so fooled by AI because I'm like, yeah, sometimes pictures look weird.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it just looks strange. No, people went in pretty big depth on the whole thing. This is all messed up over here. So all of that to say, either way, people were saying online, like this was like the only conversation on Twitter today was on this AI generated image of Kate Middleton and her 3 children. And if she was going to be replaced by some other lady that apparently the palace is trying to soft launch.
What?
What? Wait, are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Wait, who?
The Marchese, oh my God.
No, I hate when people get divorced.
Yeah, so that's one of the
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, but I hate it even more in Boston.
Yeah.
Kate,
That's a-
I'm going to
there's,
look
like-
up Kate Middleton replacement.
There's this family joke that we have where like I was like telling an ex-boyfriend's aunt that I was from the Cape, and they were like, oh, you know, my sister married someone from the Cape. They got a divorce. And so every time someone gets a divorce, my family were like, they got a divorce.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
We have a good time.
It's not Rose, whatever her name, Danbury.
Yes,
Is it?
it's something.
Wait.
Why is this? Why is this bringing? How do I?
It's getting blocked. You can't
Yeah.
even
Oh my
look her up.
God.
The fucking firm. Listen, I'll tell you this. Wouldn't have happened under Liz. Not in Liz's Britain.
Mm,
Would
nah.
none of this shit would have gone down. I'm trying to find her.
Yeah, what's going on here?
I'm trying to find. What's his name? William's new fling.
Dude, William.
I'm searching it in the worst way possible.
Because there's that other gal who it's rumored he's had affairs with, who was a friend of Kate Middleton.
What a bitch.
Rose Hanbury.
but she's already, but she's like married, and
We'll see.
her kid was like in some like official ceremony, and everybody was like, it's his kid. But all these people look exactly the same, so it's like, that's not.
Well,
Yeah,
she
it's
also
the same
has
fucking
no
person.
chin whatsoever, and they seem to like that in the royal family because
Mm.
Camilla
So-
does not have a chin.
Yeah, they really
either.
need some chin genetics in there.
Yeah.
They need to reintroduce. They're going like a Habsburg.
Find a horse. Put him in.
They need fucking. I mean, Kate has a chin.
Yeah.
This
Kate's
new
beautiful.
broad doesn't have a chin.
So
Bitch.
apparently, anyway, they tweet this picture out. Everyone loses their damn mind. Then another media site like was tweeting this thing that was clearly a PR piece about the Marquess of Cholomondelli, which is this Rose character.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which people are like, I mean, she could have hired her own PR team and been like, I might as well get my
Yeah.
name in the fucking spotlight a little bit if people are going to be
Yeah.
talking about me nonetheless.
I
Or
guess.
it could be hired by like the actual palace themselves, depending on like one of the rumors is that he asked for a divorce and then she's been like on the fritz since then, which is potential. I mean, that's complete speculation, but who knows? However, what I will say definitely for sure happened is that the official Prince and Princess of Wales Twitter account tweeted as people were discussing this picture, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating has a very happy Mother's Day. See. They are
wow.
implying that Kate Middleton
herself.
in her abdominal surgery recovery phase is
Yeah.
fucking photoshopping her own pics of her and the kids to tweet out.
Ain't no way.
There is a 0% chance she did this.
They
a
did it-
0% chance.
The palace has released a picture before. It's like Kate, the older son, and the daughter, and I think William too. But they like clearly photoshopped in the daughter because I think she was like a baby, and they couldn't get her like looking cute because babies
Yeah.
like just hellish faces, and so they like. And they got, I think that one was a bit of a scandal too, because it was like, okay, you did alter, because they
Yeah.
can't even get plastic surgery legally.
What?
I think they weren't.
Maybe.
No wonder Megan said deuces.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta
They're
go.
like,
You
no-
guys are out of your damn minds over here.
It's part of why William never like filled in the top. Like they're supposed to present themselves as they are.
What?
Oh, that's really lame. They really
That's
should lead
so
with that.
weird. Yeah, they gotta stop doing that shit. Because what is it like? What if Kate had fucking? She obviously colors her hair.
Yeah, I think you're allowed to do that. This is so. I was reading, I was wasting time the other day. The theory I like about this is that she had like a stomach thing.
Yeah.
'Cause she's like she's crazy thin. She's always
Right.
been the crazy.
Yeah.
And she had to
too
get
thin.
She had to get an ostomy bag,
Oh my god.
and like you can get a temporary ostomy bag.
Yeah.
And so maybe she was like she's recovering with
Recovering
that, and she
from
just
that.
doesn't want to be out and about, and it's like a
That's
bit
super fair.
embarrassing.
That is super fair, but no one believes that right now.
And also, like,
they think she is past.
how nice would it be if it's like, hey, I'm the princess and I shit outside my body? Like,
Yeah.
it would be normalizing. It would be nice.
I know she should do that, but she can't because she's past.
Oh my god.
Also, I will say this other thing about this picture. Why is it spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's
too.
literal March in the UK. That is not what that looks like.
No, the UK is so cold.
Britain's
So
never
cold.
looked that
There's-
lush.
There's a tree in the background that's just gorgeous, and this bright green lawn. No fucking shot. Also, these windows are all fucked up looking. Yeah, this was AI. This was done by AI.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Iconic. Well,
Anyway, so we'll keep you posted. This has been like a week by week. Where's Kate Middleton review now?
Nobody
and things
knows.
keep coming out.
we'll never
see.
know. Well, that's a wrap. Anna, let everybody know where they can find you.
I am Anna Bianco on all platforms. Sometimes I post shows, sometimes I don't. You know, it's important to
keeps
me.
guessing.
It's important to me that people don't know where to find me. But yeah, thank you.
Wait, you really don't repost every show?
No, I repost most of them. Some things I don't update very regularly, especially like stuff around New York.
Yeah,
But if you book me, I will advertise the fuck out of that
She
show.
will advertise the fuck.
All of
Anna,
those
Go
ones.
see her live. She performs literally all over. I think you need to private message her. It sounds like in order to get where she's going.
I think I'm going to Chicago and somewhere in Vermont.
Nice.
I think.
Killington?
No, Rhode
Oh.
Island. I'm going somewhere
Oh.
in Rhode Island, and then Virginia. So
Iconic.
I'll post those.
Okay, great.
And then you can follow the pod at Risque Business News, myself at Laura Sogar, and
And May_planner. I also have a special taping April 17th. 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. are still available. So please buy tickets. Tell your friends so that I don't have to keep doing this. And
yeah, come through.
yeah, tell everybody you know, even if they live in like Philly, drive up. Let's
Buy
do it. Okay?
spam accounts and spam people with this info.
Spam people with this info. I'm begging you, so I have to not do this any longer, breaking down doors and telling people to come. But anyway, April 17th at Grove 34.
All right. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.